part 2 of our scrolling maze game. So, the first thing I did off camera was create a brand new maze. This maze definitely looks better and has a green square. What you guys are going to do is add a green square to the end of your maze. As you can see, the space isn't going off screen. Don't worry about that. Yours might look a bit different, but that's fine. You need to add a green box somewhere. We need to add a green box somewhere on this. Anywhere. You can add it anywhere. I put it here because this is my end. This is going to be a leveling system. Now, the second thing we're going to do is go to the stage, make this better. We're going to make it a dark, like gray. Like this. Oops, wrong tool. Now, don't worry like it seems dark, but don't worry about that. Now we want to create a brand new sprite. Click paint. Now this is going to be our lighting. So we're going to create this. We're going to create the circle gradient. Then we're going to make this black. As you can see, it's opposite. So instead of doing that, we're going to click swap. Now, let's show the example there. Now we're going to create something that covers the screen. Maybe a bit smaller so it doesn't fully cover it. So the way we're going to make this, how big do you want your light to be? Then behind it, we're just going to set the solid black. And then we're going to create it behind it and then click back. This might not look normal, but don't worry. Now, you can still play your game, just you can't really see it. That's why we're going to add some code. We're going to get one green flag, click forever. So this is what runs the loop. We're going to go to the looks category, go to from layer, and then change it to back layer. We're also going to get a go to 0, 0. Get a go to 0, 0. Now, do you see that? There's a light. There's a light. It looks so cool when you do it, but because I did. And if you want, you could remove the back costume. Like the back one is optional. You could remove it and make it this bigger. Like if you do that, this is what it looks like. It looks a little bit different. But it's mainly your decision because remember, all I'm doing is just helping you make this game. You're the one who's making this game. Now that we got this, we're going to add a winning system. So first of all, to do a winning system, we need to create a second maze. So we're going to go here, duplicate. I'm duplicating. You could just create a new sprite and make a completely new maze. It's your choice. Because this is one image, I can't really edit this. What I'm going to do for the new maze is move that like there. Let me stop the project. I'm gonna. This is a bit buggy because it's a little too big. So I'm just gonna set this to. Yeah, that should work so much better. So now it's so much less bugger. Now we're gonna make the end. Also gonna make this go to 0. Like the game doesn't really detect if something is out off screen, which makes it harder to use. It's so annoying to edit once you've already made it. I'll just put it there. Can't do anything about that. 1 sec. I need to fix the size. This is what happens when you do that. Set size to 500. Okay. So now that we got this, we're gonna have to add a maze system. We're gonna go back to Sprite 1, duplicate one of the if-thens, and replace both of these. We're gonna look at the sense category and get a touch and color. Then we're gonna keep moving our base until we find the color. We're gonna click stop. We're gonna move the maze. You could actually do your maze, but no. I know I put mine in the bottom left. Yeah, there it is. So I'm just gonna keep moving it. Almost there. I can. Don't go too much, then it just makes you go farther. Oh, it's right there. Okay, found it. We're going back to maze 1. We're going to get a touching color. Find the maze, and we're going to select this color. Then we're going to do change, level by 1. Also, we're going to grab a set level to 0 while we're at it. Here, we're going to do forever. We're going to add an if then. We're going to add an equal with level. Level equals 0. Level equals 1, sorry. So we're going to make it go to costumes. Make sure these are both called maze. Let's name them on level 1, 2. If level more than 1, switch costume to. We're also going to get a switch costume to level. So now, this sometimes happens. That's if you accidentally move this. This happens when you're making your game. Something is wrong. 1 sec. Usually some stuff bugs when we do the level class, like if we remove this. Let's try removing this. Oh, I see, okay. All the problem is just a maze problem itself. You can also put that there. If we go to costumes, it's in number 2. And it still doesn't really detect that too well. Make sure that everything matches. And then here, I'm going to get a set level. Also, I'm going to fix 2, so it's actually possible. Okay, now this we should be. So we're level 1. We're also going to get a set level to 1. Now, while we were trying to fix the problem, we also ruined level 1. Let's move that down. Okay, now we can click green flag. Go to the code. As you can see, level equals 1. Now, we go and find the finish line. One sec, this is going to take a bit. So let's see, we need to go down. We know that the finish line is all the way at the bottom right. The thing with the maze, you want to make sure that you have like placeholder mazes like the one I did in the last video. Not mazes like this. Because mazes like this, like it's an actual hard maze. You can stick with a full maze the entire time. The reason you probably shouldn't is so that means you can test everything so much easier. So all I need to do is just finish this. And that's actually going to be it for this video, once this works. So the way this leveling system works, so first, if it's touching the color win, it changes level by 1. Here, it switches costume to level. So level 1 would be this, level 2 would be this. It won't change because it just instantly changes back and won't detect it. So that's exactly what we want. You can add more levels. All you need to do is just create a new costume. Name it. Number next, which is 3. You need to create your maze right here. I need to make sure to go here. Click this to copy. Come here and click paste. So you have the same finishing color. Now, we have one more thing in this video, that is animations. As you can see here, this is just our hitbox. If you're wondering why it doesn't look that good. Because I don't have any animations right now, I'm going to use the cat because it has 2 things. Now, this is the cat. I'm going to make it fit by going to costume editor. We need to make this fit inside the square. Let's see how hard is that going to be. Go to the cat, set to 50. It fits, but it fits fine. It fits perfectly. So now when we got this, we want to do one big click forever. Go to, not the go to 0, go to hitbox. We're going to get hide on the hitbox. Oops, the hitbox. Not a cat. You can see some problems because the hitbox and it doesn't have a hitbox. So we're going to have to, but then if we add it back, it works just as fine. Also means we're going to have to make the cat bigger. 75. So now the hitbox match accordingly. Before we add the animations, we need to figure out a way. You could try the set color effect and replace this to Ghost 99. Now, it still has a hitbox. So add that, and now we have a hitbox, but we don't have animations. It looks better, not as good. So in the costume editor, you see there's 2. We're going to name this. We don't even need to name them. We're going to get forever go to hitbox. Then we're going to get a nut, and then we're going to get a my block and name this animate. Not screen refresh. Animate. Because we're only doing it once, we need a forever loop. Because we put it here and we have to wait. We'll wait to go to the hitbox and do something and break. We're also going to get a switch costume to costume A. Then we're going to do next costume. Wait. Doing this also makes the game a lot slower. So set this to 0.25. As you can see, if we remove the weight, that's because of this block. We're adding a lot with the infinite animations, so we're going to put it there. Remove. Now, that's how our cat is going to look. We're going to be fine with that. If you have an animation pack and you know how to animate it, use that instead. But we're also going to, so this is all we're going to do for this game. but the publisher. So first we're going to send it a name. I'm going to name it Maze Runner. Save now. No, make sure to click green flag and then if you're not to add a thumbnail, you can't. Or not, we're going to click share. Now here we're going to say how to use our project. Well, we use the arrow keys. Arrow keys to move. We're going to use the arrow keys to move. Touch green to change level. Good. And also, as promised, I did say last video, check the animation studio if there's anything. Nothing? Well, nothing now. If you want to have your Scratch animation featured, go to my animating in Scratch tutorial on my channel by clicking subscribe to add your project. So that's it for this video. Today we learned the second part to making our game, how to add the shadow effect and the animations. Bye!